Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode on the Mindful SMP server. And in today's episode, what are we going to be doing is we're just going to be having a little tour around what we have done. Us personally, that is me, what we have done personally, excuse me, on the server so far. So bear with me, we're going to get this ball rolling right now. So, as you remember, we spawned on the server in episode 1 or 0.5 or whatever it was called, I can't remember now. Round about here with this little sign up here saying about what things are going to happen. Like say, you got pathways, nether hubs, post office, etc., etc. All the things that was here. So if you remember that, we done that and we got chased around these little bits and pieces by some lovely zombie or creeper. I cannot remember now. I can't believe it was a zombie. And then what we did is we moved on to the Mindful area, which is Mindful Meadows. So you pop round here, you run this long ass road all the way down. Oh, you've got some new bits and pieces that have been built that's been on the server since our very first episode back way then. Must be about 4 months ago. We must be getting about that way now when we first arrived on the server. So let's quickly run down here and have a look and see what happened. So we ran all the way through here. We came along here with the very first episode or part, should I say, right up to the Mindful Meadows sign. And this was our first introduction to the server. So as you can see, there has been a huge amount of stuff been built around here since the very first episode that we witnessed. Like I say, there's still the big rocket. There's still some other bits and pieces that have not been done, like clock tower and all of that. Half of these things have been built since our first episode. So let's pop down here. This is what we are doing at the moment. Need to get some more bone blocks. That is Kent's hospital. We're going to try and work on the hospital. We are in serious need of some bone blocks because it takes so much time to collect those bone blocks, and unfortunately my time since being promoted at work has been a little bit less than I would like it to be. Very time consuming Minecraft, as we all know. So yeah, we came along, we had a look around, we tried to find a spot for our spawn house, and I'll just run you through this. We came all the way over here. We didn't know where we was going as such. We just had a look, see what it was about, and we ended up running around. This wasn't here then, it's just a mound of dirt. So this is something else that wasn't here in the very first few episodes. And we built this tunnel that leads off into the pathway here. I thought I'd design our own little pathway, which is pretty okay. Still got spawning of the mobs down below. It gives it that air of untameness. And I think that worked out pretty well. I really enjoyed that little build there. So let's get down here to our little area. So we built the beacon tree, had to build some symbolization of Minecraft, and I thought the beacon tree would be fantastic, so we built a beacon tree. We built our house here, Kent's home, as you can see. Got nothing in the mouth. Excuse me. But I do have to apologise, this place is still as bare as it was made. We've got a few bits and pieces that we've added in, like this little gift here, because we fell in the lava somewhere along the lines and we got burnt all the way up. So Kenny decided to drop off a nice little book for us, which we still haven't used and we still haven't put on our items, and we do really need to get onto that. So I built this house. The design of it is pretty basic. Nice tall house here. It sort of tries to symbolise what we in the UK have as host houses, but not quite. A little tiny spin off of that. And we've done our pathways out there and such. So yeah, the house is made of brick. That was a lot of brick finding. but we managed it. And we built this all in here. This is like the first floor. Then we went down and thought we'd dig down a little bit more. Done the floor in andesite. Done a little storage area, which unfortunately has been neglected, because we do not keep anything in it, apart from the random things that was laying around in the process of building this particular building. There's a lot of snowballs, because we did have, like, the Christmassy time. We had snow golem things in here, snowing up the place, and it was called Kent Before Christmas, which is what our little chicken is still called down here. If we can get down to his name, there he is, Kent Before Christmas. Nice little joke there, that was fantastic to see all these lovely snowy men everywhere. So yes, we come out here, we sort of cleared the area, trees, etc., and we built the house out here. We placed some bits and pieces on it, not something extravagant. I still need to finish it off, but yeah, that is what we did with Spawn Town. Build our little house over here. This is where Ethiqs is over here. He's done a lot of work over there, and got some other bits and pieces in town. We haven't, like I say, we didn't build anything else in town. We went straight out and tried to find where our base area is. And maybe that was something I didn't spend time on, but you know, there's still things to do and still concentrate on the hospital at the moment. So yeah, we run around, we had a look around to see what we could find. And where is Cahulio's place? Yeah, I do believe Cahulio's place is further over there, which means our base is in that direction. But it's quicker to go through the nice portal here, which is quite interesting. So let's have a quick look and have a look and see what happened here. So we found our location, we built ourselves a little area and worked on, and we put ourselves a little portal. So during the course of that portal, what we did, we also extended the portal area inside the nether that stretches out a little bit into the corridor, as you can see here. Make it a little bit more inviting as such, and we've got a little banner there too. So this is basically the design of our base area where we're going to go now, which is where we spent most of our time, too much of our time. We haven't really sort of spread out away from the base area, to be honest, which is a shame, but you know, we got stuck straight in and started to build, and the vision that I had turned into something a little bit more better than I hoped it would have done. So we've got a lot to do, still got lots of things to do. So what we did, as you know, we sort of got our base in the pinnacle of the middle there, sorry, our portal, and we ended up having this open bit of space here. This is all open, there was nothing here really at all, and we basically had a little ledge. Let's see if we can see where that ledge was. Pretty much right there, around this area here, and just out the window there was where that ledge was. All of this was part of the mountain, which we dug out. And yeah, we pretty much started up around here doing that, building up a little tunnel area here, which is where we first had our first inkling of what the base was going to be built around. So we got our little walkway in here. We put some holes in here and pretty much worked out a design which we was happy with. And we came up with this. We had some jiggery pokery bits sticking out here, but so what I've done is flatten all that out, made all the lines straight and narrow, because it was a bit uneven, a bit cluttered in a sense. Pretty straight and narrow, that looks a lot better. So it's getting night time. So what I'm going to quickly do is quickly find that bed. I will let you know we are on a different server but the same map at the moment. We've changed our server host. So we're going to jump onto this sleeping situation now. And it's a bit different because it's got the word cancel on it now. So anyone can cancel that and kick you out of bed. And it takes a little bit longer. But I think what we've done at the moment is because of the rain situation, I think the boys have decided that If we can get rid of the rain, that would just help a lot with the videos, because that rain it does get annoying. And as you can see, it takes a little bit longer to go sleepy, but that is all good now, because it comes up pretty not as light as what it used to, which is fantastic. So let's get back outside and let's work on what we did out here. So let's talk about what we did out here. We got ourselves a nice little vine farm here. We went out and found our nice acacia wood and bits and pieces as well, and we also had a little hole in the wall here which we've sort of extended out a little bit and made it into a little cave entrance. So on we go all the way down. It was probably still need to sort something out here, but I don't know yet. It's hidden away. It's only for my personal use as such. But yeah, we come down here and we decided to build this half of the mining area, which in general I think just makes it a little bit different than the bog standard cluttery basic standard walls. Oh god, I do apologise for that yawn. I am going to try and not cut any of this out, because it's just going to be a raw footage of the tour, just to show you what it is and how the world is. And me personally, I've just had pretty much come to my attention that in my last few videos as such, it sounded like I was deep down and like depression had set in, which isn't a good thing. It definitely is not. And to be honest, in the past I have been in that situation, but I am not depressed or anything like that. I am just work. Like I said, I got promoted, and work takes more of a precedent now than making videos and having the time to sit down and pretty much prepare for a video. But I do my best as always, and that is something that I do not like, that bit there. Climbing up those vines when you're trying to get out of places is a bit annoying. So yeah, this is all flat. All the edges are flat. We sort of made some form of attempt to do a little bit of landscaping around here. Put like a broken down dock, something that's been here and slowly decaying and rotting away. Overgrown steps with a broken archway, bits falling off, you know. And we got the trees up, done the trees. We even put one odd tree in that's been fallen down, just laying on the ground there, still growing, but laying down. So yeah, we thought we brought the trees over here, made a little hidden away little area, because it was all flat, it was all open, and put in this here with a little tiny waterfall rock pool thing over here, sort of just makes it a nice secluded, overgrown, hidden area, which once you come walking through here, you can go that way, but there's not much over there yet, as you probably know. But yeah, you come through here, you find this pretty much oldie looking area that looks clean, to be honest. So it gives you an air of overgrownness, but also a bit magical or a bit different, out of the ordinary, so to speak. So we end up building up round here, and we ended up building, let's get round that gate here, let's get in there quick, let's get round the corner. We're not going to really worry about too much. So we built this thing. Now I'm still unsure about the interesting glowstone sessions I've got going on there, but for now I'm going to keep it. I could knock them out and stick in bits of stone and other bits and pieces to make it look like it's floating stone and rock. That's something that I could do. That's something I'm looking into thinking of doing. So that's definitely something I'm going to hurry up and make my mind up. But we managed to get our portal up the middle here, and then we ended up branching off to the sides. They are all connected now, but as you can see, we started branching off the sides into a 4 crossroads direction, and that also was just bits of open area there too. So that's pretty good that we sort of blocked that off a little bit. As you can see up there, that's all it was, just a bit of grass and stuff. So yeah, we've done that. And then we started finishing off opening up this area down here a little bit more. And finalising and building up the portal area here. And that's where we end up going down this way. We ended up adding our soldiers here, which do need to get loads more leather, because unless I take some of these out and minimise them a bit more, I don't know. Let me know down in the comment section if you think I have too many. But I am thinking of putting these all the way around the outside, around the outside, around the outside of the base. And our next goal was here. We had bits and pieces, little archway here that we built and stuck ourselves out here. We then ended up adding the railings and a light source. This one here just doesn't seem to turn off. But it's all good. These all light up and it gets dark and it lights it up, little area up, reasonably fantastic. So yeah, we opened up this area and made a little area out here. This is pretty much an outside area anyway. A little bit showing off here, a bit of a brick wall coming out here. Oh God, I'm going to be yawning all night. I am pretty much tired. Been out all day visiting people, etc. And yeah, that's something that we always have to do, which limits times for recording, etc. Very busy person outside of YouTube. So let's come down here. We finally got down to this point at one point, and these were an open roof and looking out here. So we pretty much dug away the outside out there down a bit, and this bit a little bit more, finalising up the edges. So I put the corner into here, mirrors that corner down there, and we pretty much come around the corner here. We still got some bits to do. We still have bits to sort out and gather some resources to fix. We've also done that little tiny design here, and with it, as you come around the corner, this is the roof area which wasn't here. This, like I say, all of this was just open to the masses, open to the river down here. Like I say, we did find a few other places first, but we saw this one, and this one just screamed potential. So that's where we end up coming. So we've done all this down here, come around here, and this is where it sort of stopped. We had nothing else going on for a while, and also during that process, by doing that, we ended up coming round here and doing this bit out here to continue it into the wall. So we just had one great big entrance all the way down where we dug it out, and behind this bit here is a little tiny undergroundy water thing, a little pool of water. So we ended up covering all that up, leaving it there, so it's still there behind there. If you want to go and have a look, go back into the old videos from near the beginning, number 5, 6 and 7, something like that, and you will see that that is there. So we've done this, decided to put an entrance way here to mirror this side, and we ended up coming in here and doing our furnace. So we came along, built this room up, hid everything behind there, because that was pretty much, we dug out open as well, or was already there, I can't remember now, but that was all there. A big room we dug out and filled behind there all our redstone and our furnace. There's one chesty there, and there's one chesty there. The one in the fires down below is our input chest for our items, and the top one there is for our fuel. So let's grab out our diamond pickaxe and let's enter here. So this is the marvel of the build with the redstone. It comes all the way into here, and it pretty much just sits along there like that, and that does all the sorting out and cooking up for our auto smelter, which hides away here and brings out all our stuff into this chest here. So yeah, the design of this changed as I go. I don't have a plan to build anything as such. I start digging stuff out, start having a look, and then build on what I see when I get round to certain bits. I think, oh, actually, we'll tweak that here, we'll tweak that there, and we'll move on from there. Well, I've got a little tickly cough coming, I do believe. And no, I am not a smoker, as you may think. So, let's have a look. Yes, we've done this. Now we put the roof onto this thing. It turned out pretty much coolio, to be honest with you. A little bit of niggly bits here and there with the roof, as the old stair blocks didn't turn out to go where you wanted them to go. So we ended up coming up here and build a bit of it. This was a pain in the ass. To be honest, it was an absolute pain in the ass, because it just would not work properly. We couldn't get it to work, so we ended up just blocking it off and making a bricky, not a brick, but a wooden wall, and pretty much center it so we got a nice opening here. And this is where we are going to define another part of the base. Now, don't forget, 1.13 is coming out soon, and I do not know what's going to happen with the way the server is going to go. I don't know. We're going to start a fresh season for season 2 with the 1.13 release. That's still in discussion stages, I do believe. So that's something that we need to work on extremely quick if that is something that's going to happen, because this build has got so long, so much time that can be still put into this with the ideas that I got floating in my mind, unless I transfer it to the new season, which, to be honest, I still could in a different way, a different project way. Get rid of all this grey. We won't go grey again, although we will incorporate some grey, but there's so many new blocks in 1.13, so we'll never know exactly what's going to happen until that's released. Now, if the keen ear rolls of you lot out there don't know, but listen very carefully, the door is back to front. So we put it on open and then closed it. Apparently that's a little trick if you don't know. If you put the door on back to front instead of putting it on shut, put it on open, you end up having a door that cannot be broke. Apparently. I've not tested it, but let's have a look. Let's bring this poor old zombie dude here. Come on, boy, up you come. Let's shut the door, and I do believe that becomes impervious. Ha-ha! He cannot knock it down because he believes that the door is open, which is fantastic. So if you want to protect your home with wooden doors, always place the door on an open wall and then close it on the way you want to close it. Open wall, close the door. Now, that is amazing. That is fantastic. It's something I did not know about, to be honest. And it's made every single door in the world impervious to zombies. And that is fantastic. So I'm not going to sleep, so I'm going to do this a bit dangerously. As you wow, that came out very quick. Let's get up here quick and turn around. As you can see, we've got windows in the doorways there. That was a bit of a pain to get sorted out, but we managed to get them sorted out. Go away, boy. Managed to get those sorted out. We put a nice little bit on here. This is going to be the courtyard area out there with a nice biggish gate. Well, that's the plan. That is the plan. Time restraints and time permitting, we get a nice wall and a nice gate out there with a nice bit of I don't know, a dock of some sort. Like I say, out here's going to be a courtyard, give us stables, etc. And we're going to terraform this and make it look like it's well used. And the steps that lead up. So let's go back down and let's use those amazing steps. I've pretty much kept the map, not the map, the base in sort of the same build style. Okay, it's got a bit of fresh here because we haven't put in the nice, lovely mossy stone bricks and the cracked bricks, etc., etc., that we want to do. So it sort of got to about here and then went all clean and fresh with just fresh stuff. But that's good. We can just swap that out and change when we need to. So we come up here and into what's going to be a cannibalized bits and pieces of this to do what I needed to do elsewhere, but we're gonna end up having like a little tiny bit we could walk up here, sort of a guard walking area possibly. We could even incorporate maybe a doorway here or not, but I did forget a little something down here. Let's come back down in here. We come in here and here we are. We've got a little guard room area where all the guards sleep. There's only a small, it's just a representation. We can't go too much that way because that is where our furnace is, and the redstone just behind this wall, in fact, probably 1 or 2 blocks away. This room became a very tight, compact build, and I couldn't build it as big as I wanted to. That's fine. So let's get out here now. Doobry down there's burning. That's fine. We can let him burn. So we then dug out this great big room in here, and we built like a stairway. Actually, the stairway was here. There's a straight line straight ahead, but I didn't like that. I decided to uniform that by bringing it round, and then we can center it into the center of the room. We didn't have much in here, just a big room to start with, nothing else. So I decided to lay slabs on the outside and dig a big hole and build this little bridgey thing in the center, this pinnacle, this plinth, whatever we'll call it, right bang smack in the middle. And this we ended up making as sort of a circle sort of shape. It wasn't designed into a circle, it's just made, and it fit in quite well. Just lucky enough it did, really, because we was running out of space in certain areas, but it worked. Then we dug down 20 blocks and placed the glass. The glass was every second block, so you start from the floor, you go up to the second one from the floor, place a block. Then we filled all that way across the whole thing. Now this took loads and loads of glass, and to be honest, it was a pain in the arse to go around and get all the sand and cook it all up, but with the smelter over there it did work out pretty good in the end. And then we done that all the way to the top, so we had the glass here, so you can stand on this, walk around, and it's just something that went all the way up to the top. Every second block was a glass block. So we done that all the way up. It's just normal grey, but you can still see it, but as you look down now it disappears. It does disappear, and that's the effect I wanted. A hole, a misty dark hole that just eats up light. Lava gives off so much light but you don't see it. It eats it up, and that's the effect I wanted. So we then moved on to the walls, got the walls all black powder, concrete powder. We don't want to put no sharp glossy edges on it. We want to keep it as dull as anything. And we had this here, which was a room which had no use. It wasn't even a room, it was just an archway. It's exactly the same design archways as all the other archways, but we didn't have no design for it, didn't know what we was going to do with it, had no idea what to do with it, and we just left it like that. And here, this bit here was just a hole in the wall that I dug out into what was another mishmash of untidy bits of groundy stone and everything else, with a hole in the wall, and it come across about here with nothing else really out here. It's just horrible. But we decided to have some form of plan to put like a balcony, and it hasn't turned out how I wanted, but I think it's turned out better than I wanted, to be honest. We put a roof on, and it was kept the same lovely concrete powder, because that is a very useful and versatile block. As long as you'd want to keep it looking dull, you have that nice shiny black to follow it. And then we had out here the mysterious disappearing sand and dirt. Not sure where it went, not sure who's to blame, not sure what happened to it, but I do believe it just vanished in some ways. No idea who, how or what stole it or dug it up. Doesn't make no difference. It doesn't affect us as we are at the moment. So recently we done last video, we decided to do all of this in one great big video, and a bit of the beginning of the hospital. Unfortunately, the hospital's gone on to standby due to those bone blocks that we desperately need a shitload, haven't got them, so we can't build it. So we need to find some way of getting ourselves loads of bones without actually doing anything. So we might do something later on. But yeah, we decided to go out and then thought, what can we use this for? Well, let's make a map for them. Let's do a map of our base, how this turns out in this area. And then we'll probably have another one over here for, I don't know, Spawn Town and all the shops. And then we'll probably have another one over here, I don't know, Games District or something. Something that gets built, something that we work on. Something that is for the community side of things. We could have this, and maybe in Spawn Town or the community area, we could think of making a big map room somewhere with everyone's bases and areas all mixed into it. There was also the talk of the museum. Unfortunately, we haven't got down to even planning a museum or doing a museum, but I had an idea of a museum where we all, the community, every member, helped build their section of the museum, which is basically Mindful members, how they started, how they got to where they were, the maps, everything else about their bases, all in one area, kept in one place. That was the idea. But that's something that still could happen. So here is the lovely enchanting room. Still in process, still not finished, still got stuff laying around, still not 100% happy if I'm going to use this big hanging pendulum light bulb there. We'll definitely see what happens with that. So pretty much it is where we've come to in these I can't remember how many episodes we got now. I think it's 14, 15, I think this is the 15th. So in 15 episodes, this is how far we've come. And the journey has been pretty amazing, to be honest. It's been fantastic. The ideas have been flying around. The only thing that has been missing is collaboration. We do find it a little bit difficult to do collaboration because we are on a different part of the world, different part of times. People are on at the moment. But again, I am on limited time. It is getting late at night. Everyone else is just starting their day. So it is a bit difficult, but we muster in and we produce some interesting base stuff. We really do need to concentrate on some community stuff now. But that would have to wait until we get a chance to do that. But for now, I just want to say thank you for popping on this little tour. Like I say, we haven't done anything major. Oh, there is one thing we've done with the games area, but to be honest, that is still a work in progress. That was just a small little video that you can find that down in the playlist. I can't remember what episode that would be, so that would be somewhere in the middle somewhere. But it would have that on there, on the title. Go and have a look at that. We built something over in the games area there. So yeah, that is pretty much it. I've waffled on a long time now. It's 35 minutes coming up to of the video. This is pretty much uncut. There is no cut with this one. I'm just gonna do it, produce it, get it out there, and show you guys a tour of the base. Like I say, we had to shut off some of this stuff and unleash the water flowing. Oh, as you know, one of the places I do like is this one in here. Our storage room. Forgot to nearly show you this, the finished product. We've got this on the floor. Still not 100% happy with it. Just looks like a big groove in the floor. Not sure what I can do with this. Any suggestions in the comment section would be fantastic on this. But yeah, this was what we've done. We made a little storage room. And I do believe this turned out really nice. This room is one of the more slightly different styles. Same colours, but we had a little bit of extra wood in here and some glass as a roof. Still keeping in with the colours of the place, but we brought in the oak. The oak is the only sort of difference that we've got here. Apart from, no, that is it. That is it. The oak is the only thing, apart from the other bits and pieces you see laying around here, that is added differently. So, yeah. So, I've enjoyed this process so far. There's still a lot to do here, as you know. 1.13 is coming along in the near future. So we don't know what's going to be happening there. Until that happens, I will not update you because I do not know what to update you with at the moment. So until then, I just want to say thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. I know it's long-winded, a lot of chatting, not really much else has gone on, just me showing you what's been happening and where we've gone so far, on how far we got. But yeah, I just want to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy what I've done so far with the place, and I do apologise if I haven't been myself lately or anything like that. Tired, new job, not a new job as such, but promotion pretty much takes it out of you. And yeah, I just want to say thank you for all the support you're giving me. I want to say thank you for all the new subscribers that have recently appeared and liking my stuff. You are fantastic. I do appreciate every single one of you, and I do hope you enjoy my videos. So please comment, discussion, anything you want to do in the comment section, have a chat, whatever you want to do, let me know down in the comment section, and have a little chat, whatever you want to do. We'll sort something out. And yeah, thank you very much. So everybody, take care. Have fun, have an interesting weekend, and I will catch you next time. Bye for now.